everybody, this is Dialogue Ascension here, and today I'll be doing something out of the ordinary. As you can tell by the very, very dramatic music in the background, and by the title, and by literally what you can see in front of you, today we'll be comparing all of the Trackmaster tracks. So let's get started. So here they are from the top. We have the Trackmaster 2, Trackmaster, or Hit Toy Company, and Tony. 3 of the large pieces, all equal ones, with the exact same track diameter. Now, why don't we test some engines out, shall we? Let's try my Tomy Boko on the Tomy track. Yes, that looks good. How about Tomy Boko on the Trackmaster track? Yep, that looks good. Now, how about my Tomy Boko on the Trackmaster 2 track? He was great. Boko works with all the tracks. Then, why don't we try Molly? Hit Toy Company Molly. Molly looks great on Tomy. Great on Trackmaster. And great on Trackmaster 2. Now, let's try Flying Scotsman. He works. Oh. He does not, he gets stuck on Tomy track. He works on Trackmaster track, and on Trackmaster 2 track, he flies. Now then, what's wrong with the tracks that Flying Scotsman can work on the latest 2, but not on the older one? Let's find out. First, we are going to look at the track design of the Tomy. Here we are. It has something that the other 2 tracks don't. With the other tracks, how you could start at one point and it would keep going on and on, the track halts. But with the other 2 tracks, they just keep going on. And there's something that's strange with the Flying Scotsman. He gets stuck on this sort of track. And in a second, I'll show you why he gets stuck. So, here as you can see, I'll shine it through for you. His undercarriage is very close to the ground. As you can see, it drags down on this little section. Now then, what if we tried Boko? His undercarriage is tucked up. So, here comes our first problem. The track that Flying Scotsman works well on has no exits in the track. It does not have any cuts. And seeing as I just showed how the undercarriage bit was too low, that is why Trackmaster 2 will not run on Tomy. And it gets stuck. So, now, I need to figure out another thing. How come you can't push your Trackmaster engines along without making noise? Well, let's get to that now. Okay, now, for some of this, you're going to have to take my word on. But in an official clip for the Thomas Friends YouTube channel that I'm about to show, one of the employees said that the reason that they got the grips and the new style track was to make it more realistic. I will show that clip now.
There's challenges. We knew we wanted Thomas to go faster, but we also wanted him to be more powerful. To make Thomas more powerful and faster, we added a battery. We used to only have 1 before, now we have 2. And we came up with this brand new motor. Put it together, and you have a Thomas that's more powerful and faster than before.
From those basic building blocks, we actually have the chassis. So the reason that the chassis is so important building block, everything is based off of that. And then from that basic building block, we actually work on the character styling. So if it's Thomas that goes on top, or if it's Diesel, or if it's Percy, we work back from that.
We knew we wanted to change the engines.
So that is essentially why the Trackmaster 2 engines don't freewheel. Now, I know that clip just showed how lazy Mattel was designing these new products, but because the motor helps them grip the unrealistically large hills that they make these trains go through. And it makes sure that they don't, so, here's Flying Scotsman. I'm going to elevate the track a bit and send him up. See? He made it. Well, mostly, except for that little big crease. Now then, let's try Boko on that. See? His wheels are too weak because they don't have the special grooves. The old Trackmaster grooves are just, well, grooves. These are wedges to wedge in the wheels, and to show you a close-up shot of how the wheels work. Let me play that again. One more time, please. You know what? Instead of doing this mind-boggling things, let's bring in my next subject. These pesky little things. Now, these are the infamous stop tracks that lever up and stop the trains. And now, combining this stop track with all of the evidence that we already have, seeing as now the bodies are lower, let's test if a Trackmaster 2 stop track will work with Tomy and will work with Trackmaster, and same way around. Okay, now let's try Tomy. Much magic. Wow, he didn't stop. I wonder why. Let's try Trackmaster. Okay, here's a Trackmaster 1. It is up. Let's see. Will it work with Trackmaster? Well, obviously, yes. Let's let Molly go. Now, will it work with Tomy? Well, yeah, because Tomy's basically Trackmaster. So, we have that proven. Now, will it work with Trackmaster 2? Yeah, it works. Let's release him. I have not edited this at all. That is at the go setting. Oh wait, let me give him a little push. Again, this happens because the chassis is too low. Now, let's go into the Tomy one. I've lit up the set a little bit using a flashlight. Let's see if Trackmaster stops on the Tomy stop and go. Yeah, it stopped. Let's send Molly off on her way. Now, let's try Boko, who actually is made for this system. Yeah, of course he does it. Now, let's try Flying Scotsman. He works too well. We have to push him through. Again, this is just further proving my point that the chassis is way too low. So, we've compared how they stop, how they work. We've gotten some official Mattel insight. So, which track should you buy? And we still have yet to look at the adapters, but we'll do that at the end of the video. Well, now let's look at realism. Okay, Tomy literally does not count. It is blue track. Not accurate, but unless you like this and have a lot of it, go ahead. If you have a lot of this, use it. If you don't, here's Trackmaster. This, like we already tested how the engines run on this. Most of the engines run on this. But for the stop tracks, doesn't really work. So, what about Trackmaster 2? This is realistic. It works with the newest kind, and all of the engines can run on it. Definitely. You should definitely buy Trackmaster 2 for track. And as long as unless you have tons of this kind of track or tons of this kind of track, don't buy any other ones. Okay? Now let's take a look at those adapters. Okay, so I think first we should look at the Trackmaster to Trackmaster 2 adapters. Now, the one very, very, very obvious difference is the fact that this track is higher than that track. But let's see. With Trackmaster 2, right over the adapter. Yeah, it works, but it doesn't look good. He literally just comes, I'm going to do a slow-mo of this. Then you can see that really, really weird thing of how he goes up, okay? So there, you saw that really awkward little bit, but going down, it literally just looks the same. Only the direction. Okay, now let's look at the Tomy to Trackmaster connector. So it seems that the track gets thinner and thinner every generation, because this too has the really, really ugly little slant. And I'm not going to do another slow-mo. It's like, I'll just do a random slow-mo. Pretend it's a slow motion. And you can see how it really awkwardly just goes down. Which, and there's something really cool that you can do. May I present the Super Mega Awesome track. It has all kinds of the merchandise track. Now, let's start off with the BOGO. Trackmaster 2, Trackmaster, Tomy. Boom! Yeah, this is what you can do. Just, unless you want, there'd be this really, really awkward hill in there, which is like, streamlining. No, just, if you don't like that, then put some track in the middle. So yeah, that was my review of the adapters. And what do I think of these adapters? For what they are, they're good. They adapt how they're supposed to. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.